In LA this week.
After championing the causes of East Side families for 25 years, the group Inner City Struggle now has a permanent place to call home. I'm Gil Reyes with a story next.
I'm Anna Marcos. These seniors are doing more than just enjoying dance moves. Metro is trying to get them on the move, and we'll tell you what that's all about coming up.
How you can win some extra cash this summer, all by driving safely. I'm Rasha Goel, and I'll have those details up next.
Hey everyone, I'm Yana Kay. Here's what's happening on LA this week. It was a packed house at LAPD headquarters as LA City Attorney Mike Feuer welcomed Congressman Adam Schiff for the first in a series of programs called Conversations with Mike. The two men talked about key constitutional questions, including whether impeaching the president would do more harm than good.
To impeach or not to impeach the president? The answer is split among Democratic presidential contenders as well as members of Congress.
Before we embark on something of this seriousness, I think the question is this the right thing for the country? And that will be an absorbing and wrenching experience for the whole country.
Democratic Congressman Adam Schiff sat down with Los Angeles City Attorney Mike Feuer to try and answer the impeachment question.
The crowd gathered here at Deaton Auditorium at LAPD headquarters to watch two veteran Los Angeles politicians who've been thorns on the side of President Trump. Of course, City Attorney Feuer successfully sued the Trump administration for attempting to withhold federal dollars as punishment for so-called sanctuary cities like Los Angeles. And then there's Congressman Adam Schiff, who as chairman of the House Intelligence Committee is one of the president's toughest critics.
The administration has made no secret of its view that impeachment is a trap for Democrats as a political matter. Do you agree?
If you don't impeach, then the progressive base is demoralized. There's a good argument to be made if you do impeach and he's acquitted and claims total exoneration, that the progressive base is demoralized and doesn't turn out.
In short, a no-win situation for Democrats, since the Republican-controlled Senate would almost certainly clear Trump during impeachment proceedings.
Impeachment does not remove this president. There is only one way to remove this president, and that is by voting him out of office. And that is an imperative second to none.
While Democrats have yet to decide on a presidential nominee, the presidential election is set for November of 2020. For survivors of human trafficking, getting back on their feet financially and emotionally can be overwhelming. But a nonprofit called Two Wings is providing the hope they need to get back on their feet. We sat down with the director of Two Wings to get an idea of what victims are facing and how Two Wings is helping.
It's a problem that impacts thousands of Angelenos, most of them women, many of them children. Today, the focus is on the fight against sex trafficking.
It is estimated that there are around 10,000 victims of sex trafficking here in the Los Angeles area. Southern California is a major hub for trafficking, and this is of U.S. citizens. So often it is believed that sex trafficking happens overseas, or only foreigners are trafficked into the United States, but this happens in our very own backyard.
How does the typical victim, male or female, or even a child, get pulled into this kind of activity?
The most common is a boyfriend. A boyfriend usually, goes about the regular courting, you're beautiful, I would like to get to know you better, and then something will change. Or it could be that they come from a marginalized, poverty-stricken area and they are looking for money to take care of their family. They will go to a trafficker or a well-known pimp for security or just for guidance or for help, and then they are stuck in it that way as well.
So the average age of a child coerced into modern-day slavery or sex trafficking is 13 years old. Oftentimes, these children, young boys and girls, come from family situations where either their relatives are also prostitutes or pimps, or are no longer available to them to protect them and to watch for them. They're working, whatever it may be. So the kids are left to their own devices. And a lot of these young girls are looking for a father figure. And here comes a boy that's a couple years older than them and starts to groom them.
How difficult is it for victims to break away from this lifestyle?
It's incredibly difficult. One of our participants in the past, when she was actually able to escape, oftentimes they go right back. And there's that vicious cycle again. It is because they have been so mentally manipulated that they feel like that is their family. They know that they're getting beaten, but then they start to feel like that's just commonplace. They know that it doesn't feel right to sell themselves, but that's just commonplace.
They come from a life of trauma. So it's kind of hard to break them away from someone who they believe loves them and that are there to take care of them, because they don't really understand what that looks like.
How did Two Wings get its name?
So Two Wings derives from our motto, which is every bird has two wings, hope and courage. So our clients bring the courage and we provide the hope that lets them soar.
And we just here to make sure that they have a safe place to bond with people to have support, and people that actually believe in them, even if they don't believe in themselves.
The City of LA and Microsoft teamed up recently for a high-tech camp, a workshop that gave students the opportunity to learn about different technologies and possible careers in STEM.
We're here at the Microsoft Playa Vista office in Los Angeles with several high schools and their juniors and seniors, and we're doing an immersive technology experience with them.
We provide a full day of STEM, coding, career counseling, career panel discussions, LinkedIn profiles.
They're going to be actually with devices in their hands. They're going to have coding clinics. They're going to get real hands-on experience with professionals in the industry. This is an area that Microsoft is deeply passionate about, serving the communities and specifically underserved youth, to really try to bridge that gap between technology availability and to get kids excited about what they can do and the impacts they can have.
The next generation of engineers are out there. You know, we have a tremendous amount of jobs that are available, and we're really excited to have the city participating this year. So it's the partnerships that are involved in terms of impacting these kids have kind of grown.
Being able to do this through government and schools is core to our mission.
We try to make it as fun as possible and, you know, let them understand that the opportunities are limitless. You know, the intent is to kind of spark the imagination, and once the imagination is sparked, anything's possible.
These free high-tech camps are held in cities around the world. Power to the people just got stronger in LA's East Side as Gil Reyes reports activists with a proven track record for social change finally have a place to call home in Boyle Heights.
Whether it's pushing for more funding for East Side schools or mobilizing the Latino vote, the group Inner City Struggle has championed the causes of Latino families for 25 years now, and now the agency finally has its own headquarters with a youth center to boot.
And with that, the East Side activists, known as Inner City Struggle, opened their new headquarters, a 6,000 square foot center in Boyle Heights. And this time, they own it.
This is going to be our 4th location in 25 years, and the difference now is that this is our permanent home. So we'll be able to be here without fear of having to relocate.
The group has championed several causes over the years. One of their biggest accomplishments placed college prep courses at East Side schools that for years didn't have these classes. The building's new youth center will offer help with college applications. LA City contributed $1 million to help open the center at the request of Councilman Jose Huizar.
If you look at the work they do, they're really grassroots, bottom-up organization that takes their lead from the opinions and ideas and direction of parents and young people in the community.
Any other issues that this group is maybe helping you on?
I'd say like mental health resources. In our schools, there's not that many counselors or people that focus on mental health for students.
Lincoln High School student Jacqueline Fajardo had complained about the lack of mental health workers on campus. And now Inner City Struggle says it's working with the school district to improve services. Inner City Struggle says it will teach young people how to mobilize for other causes such as elections and immigrant rights,
so that they could be ambassadors for their community, so that they can then use the skills to go out and outreach and recruit more youth, more of their peers to get involved.
East Side students are especially welcome at the new Inner City Struggle Youth and Community Center at 3467 Whittier Boulevard in Boyle Heights.
The group also looks forward to educating more families about housing rights in increasingly gentrified neighborhoods. In LA, car accidents are the leading cause of death for children ages 2 to 14. How can we help change those statistics? Well, Rasha Goel has more on a contest that's promoting safe driving with some fun prizes and driving tips.
LA drivers, it's an easy way to win some cash while taking responsibility on the road. From June 3rd to July 26th, you can compete for cash with LA's Safest Driver contest. All you have to do is download the app.
The purpose of this contest is to raise awareness and to educate the public on safe driving behaviors and to change driving habits to reduce traffic accidents and fatalities.
From January 1st to today, we have handled 15,200 traffic accidents. Think about that. 15,000 incidents in less than 6 months. And so far this month, we've had 6 fatalities. What makes these statistics even more tragic is that we know many of these accidents are entirely preventable. Things like excessive speed, distracted driving, and driving under the influence of drugs and alcohol are all contributing factors to these accidents.
The city has partnered with United Services Automobile Association and Cambridge Mobile Telematics for the contest.
According to the World Health Organization, distracted driving has become a global epidemic, and all of us here are responsible for that.
LA's Safest Driver app will score your driving based on 5 things: speed, acceleration, braking, cornering, and phone distraction. Yes, they actually have a way to track if you're using your phone while driving. So if you're serious about winning some cash this summer while you're driving, I would recommend paying attention to those 5 things.
It will be activated based on phone movement and deactivated when the phone is turned off. At the conclusion of each entry period, the driving scores for each trip are totaled. The driver with the highest scores in the selected categories will receive cash prizes at the end of this campaign.
There will be bi-weekly prizes as well as 5 grand prizes at the end of the contest. You can download LA's Safest Driver app from the App Store or Google Play.
For more information, you can also check out lasafestdriver.com. Well, no more dodging cars to get across the street. Residents in the Fairfax district can now cross the street safely as a new traffic signal is installed on a very popular intersection.
I staked it out one Saturday morning and my heart was in my mouth every time I saw a little group of kids running across the street. And I was just waiting to see a 10-year-old get run over. It was a huge danger, and so we did everything we could to push it forward, and this is a great day now that we were able to actually formally light the signal. There we go. All right.
It's also important because it is also the beginning of our bicycle-friendly streets. We got a grant a number of years ago to install some neighborhood-scale bike-friendly treatments to make biking in our neighborhood safer and more pleasant. A little bike lane pocket as well as a bike signal.
Also really important because it's part of our larger plan to create these neighborhood greenways through our area that will allow people to really have an enjoyable experience walking and biking through the neighborhood.
Seniors get into the dance groove at this party. The hosts, Metro Art and Metro's On the Move Riders program. And while it's fun, it also helps Metro get more seniors to take trains and buses. Ana Marcos joins the bash at El Pueblo.
These senior citizens are getting down, and they get a little wild as they dance to the tropical beat of Susie Hansen's Latin band.
A lot of people are dancing, and the more they dance, the better we play.
I want to enjoy myself. I'm going to be 88, and I want to enjoy myself all I can.
And Tina Martinez is enjoying herself with double the fun. She's part of a mother-daughter duo.
Getting my exercise.
The party at El Pueblo is part of the Raised on Records concert series for seniors, held at different places throughout LA County. It's put on by Metro's On the Move Riders program and Metro Art.
Well, I don't want to get rusty.
It's good for memory. It's good for, it releases endorphins, so you feel better. It's a way to just have fun with your fellow seniors.
But this is about more than just fun dance moves. Metro wants to get these seniors on the move, and that's why it has about a dozen booths to show them how to get around town and have fun.
Our On the Move Riders program strives to empower older adults to learn how to use the buses and trains. So we throw in some transit education with a little salsa today, and to hopefully excite them about using public transportation.
Many of these seniors are taking part in the On the Move Riders program and its network of social clubs, 30 all over the county. Some of these guys are even travel buddy volunteers.
As travel buddies, we plan the trips. Last week we went to the Universal City Walk. We took 15 people with us. We've been in Santa Monica, the beach. We've been twice of that. Good for seniors to get them out of the home. A lot of people kind of enjoy watching TV, sitting down, doing nothing. And we almost go home and knock on the door, some of my neighbors too, to get them out, and some of them are with us today.
We enjoy being around people.
A song that I wrote. How many people
we teach them how to get around on the bus if they've never been on the bus.
Absolutely. To dance, to meet new people, to be active in any way is always a good thing.
With senior outings like this, hopping on LA's trains and buses just doesn't get more fun.
If you're a senior who'd like to know more about the On the Move Riders program, its clubs, or volunteer opportunities, visit metro.net/on the move or call 213-922-2299. Well, he played a major role in the cultural history of Los Angeles from the 1800s to the 1920s. Charles Fletcher Lummis lived in Northeast LA and in 1907 founded the Southwest Museum, the first public museum in LA. The three-day Lummis Festival honors his great contributions to our city.
Lummis Days is the festival of Northeast LA, but it's a celebration of the diversity and the talent and creativity of Northeast LA neighborhoods. We named the festival after Charles Lummis because Charles Lummis was the first person to talk about the concept of multiculturalism in Los Angeles. He was a very seminal figure in LA history. First city editor of the LA Times, the city librarian very, very early on. This is the Southwest Museum, which was founded by Charles Lummis. Lummis also founded this place as the city's first museum, and also his home, which is just a few blocks away from here, Lummis Home, which he built by hand from River Rock, is a city park as well.
We're painting sort of the time that Lummis lived and back to actually the turn of the century. So we have models that go back to that era, and we're painting them here at different locations at Southwest Museum.
Lummis fought to preserve Native American culture. He fought to recognize the contributions of Latino culture here in Los Angeles. He was very, very involved at a time when that was very unfashionable in bringing in other groups and forging a culture out here, a society out here in Los Angeles.
When it comes to keeping your community clean, sometimes it does take a village. Residents in MacArthur Park rolled up their sleeves and helped clean their neighborhood.
When Public Works comes in with a cleanup, we come in with everything. We come in with the trucks for bulky items. We come in to paint over the graffiti. We weed abate. We give out trees. We inform the community in different resources. We build groups, and we build a community within a community on cleaning up, and those that are interested in cleaning up.
I just moved to the neighborhood, and I hate walking to my car because there's so much trash on the street, and I wanted to be a part of beautifying. Look at all these volunteers and this trash. None of these people even live in this neighborhood. They're coming from other neighborhoods to help us in our neighborhood, and I hope that my neighbors and the residents of this area take a look and sustain it.
I like picking it up because I don't like people littering. That's making the park dirty.
I feel like I'm a superhero and the park is in trouble and I'm saving it.
Wherever we live, we want it to be clean.
Please take care of your neighborhoods.
They are the champions again. The Granada Hills community celebrates another national title. Students now have one less thing they need to pay for, and Metro adds more electric bikes to their fleet. All this in City Beat. Councilmember Greg Smith was on hand to celebrate Granada Hills Charter High School's 7th U.S. Academic Decathlon National Championship in the last 9 years. At the ceremony, a championship sign was unveiled showing passerbys who the current champs are.
It's a great achievement that these young students have risen to the highest level of academic achievement in the United States of America.
As part of a one-year pilot program, students from LA Unified School District and LA Community College District will be offered free Dash Bus passes. The LA DOT and council members Paul Krikorian and Mike Bonin collaborated on this program to help students cut extra costs. Why deal with the hassle of driving in LA when you can get around on bike? Metro just added 300 more electric bicycles to stations across the city. Download the Metro Bike Share app to find a nearby station and ride off to your destination. As we age, we can all use a little help staying fit and healthy. That's why the Department of Rec and Parks put on a health fair offering a variety of services to help our seniors live longer, healthier lives.
We're here today and we're collaborating with Humana because it's so important for our older adults to learn about fitness demonstrations, the fitness activities that are available to them through recreation and parks, as well as all the resources that we have here from community and city and county to help them become more healthy, more active, for longevity.
Humana has a partnership with the LA Parks and Recs to help their seniors provide free educational information about health and wellness. Many people don't know all the benefits available to them, so we're providing this free service to them to educate them on the opportunity that they can expand their Medicare coverage with Humana.
I think health fairs are so crucial to engaging with the community. It's really a way to promote health and wellness, a way to drive people to be more aware of what's going on with their body and health as it pertains to the community in general.
We have clinicians here that can talk to them about their health and make recommendations for them so they can seek their and ask questions to their own health care provider.
I think it's an advantage for people to come out and take a part in what's around them, in their surrounding area. Anytime you want to increase your knowledge about health and wellness, take advantage of it.
Celebrate Pride Month with the first ever Pride at the Port event. Take part in an Ancestor Festival of the Mask. And if you love bread like I do, don't want to miss the Bread Festival at Grand Market. All this in Things to Do. Come join Councilman Joe Buscaino and the Bridge Cities Alliance for the first annual Pride on the Port of Los Angeles. Hosted on the LA waterfront at the Battleship, Iowa, this one-day festival welcomes everyone to join in on the celebration with cocktails, food trucks, dancing, and more. Pride on the Port LA has its maiden launch on Saturday, June 15th, beginning at 11 a.m. The event is happening at the Pacific Battleship Center, located at 250 South Harbor Boulevard, berth 57. For tickets, visit ctickets.us. The Day of the Ancestors Festival of the Masks returns for its 8th year. This event brings communities together to honor the ancestors and celebrate culture from the vast African diaspora. Enjoy mask-making workshop and musical performances at the Day of the Ancestors Festival of the Masks, happening Saturdays in June starting at 1 p.m. Festivities take place in Leimert Park Village Plaza at 4343 Leimert Boulevard. For details, check out their listing on eventbrite.com. The Los Angeles Bread Festival is back. Get ready to carbo load as Grand Central Market hosts the 5th year of this popular bread festival. This free one-day event is a celebration of SoCal's artisanal bread renaissance. This pop-up marketplace will be showcasing local bread bakers, as well as bread-centric workshops and demonstrations. The LA Bread Festival takes place at the Grand Central Market Saturday, June 15th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 317 South Broadway. For more info, visit grandcentralmarket.com/events. And that's a look at some things to do. That's it for this edition. I'm Yana Kay. From all of us here at LA This Week, thanks for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacityview.org. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. See you next time for more of LA This Week.